series of the night in the bronze division. It is the Sloths. It's London Royale with cheese. Gonna get out of here on the Karachi hardpoint.
Yeah, and they are going to go at it. Seattle Sloths playing on the good side, both for the rotation and for that early P1 control, and they're actually going to draw first blood. Xander going to be able to find the first. Fade finds the second. Can they find any more? The last two players are roaming around. Marcus finds the third. Pono, though, going to be the first player on London to find one. He's going to actually find a second. And now it's going to be a contest battle for the hill as 28 seconds until that P2 is going to pop.
A bit of a slow kind of break out of London, right? But they eventually do make it in and they get the kills, so they're gonna find some time on this P1. I mean, I guess, sorry, pardon me, that's Seattle that ended up finding the last kills at the end of the day anyway. But we do see that number 7 player already playing for that new ice cream, gonna spawn his boys in there now. So looks like they will be focused on this next set of hills.
Yeah, and they're going to continue to spawn in the back there. But London do have a good bit of map control. Let's see what they can make of it. Marcus is going to be able to find one. Does escape the grasp of the London Royale as Fade is there to help him. Fortune Cookie. Going to have some fortunes to tell for some of these players. Unfortunately, now right now, Fade's going to shut him down. And here comes the back alley push as London have managed to spawn the back. The nades and stuns coming through. That's going to give them ample opportunity to slide through. They find one. You're going to be able to find the second. Here comes the pinch from Xander. Not going to be able to find anything of substance. Marcus, though, slides on in. Can he find any more? The team kill comes through, actually. And this kill is most certainly contested, but it looks like when it's all said and done, sometime going to go towards the London Royale.
Yeah, they kind of find that break. I mean, it doesn't look like they have many left. If not, they're all down now. But yeah, they did definitely at least put a hamper into that plan from the Sloths, right? They had that control to begin, so at least able to take maybe a couple seconds off of it, but it does look like Seattle's kind of won the rotation to next as well.
Yeah, 2 players already over there. However, London swarming quickly. Oh, the early pinches going to be pushed. Here comes the first kill. Fade going to fall, leaving Marcus all on his lonesome. London Royale going to be able to sneak in. They do not hunt down Marcus, though. He manages to pick up one, and help from Seattle is currently flustering in. Can they get something done?
Yeah, they're kind of trying to go in through the back, but unfortunately he's going to have to go huge right now, and not going to do so there. The cookie crumbles, and that will be 4 men into the back now for Seattle. They have all the people on the backside of this hill to defend this push, and number 1 is kind of off in mid, not able to help them, so they're going to have to do this in a 2v3, and they're pushing out, but just so many arrows from Seattle ready for this push.
Yeah, but here comes the pinch. London managed to find all of the kills. Sage going to be able to hop onto this time. A good 20 seconds of scrap time, to be sure. Seattle, though, quick on the rotation. Fade getting some shots into him. Chu manages to find 2 of his own. Fade going to be stuck without much to do here, as he's going to have to sit there, regain some health. And the trophy system is down, and this would be a nice place for London to start mounting their way back into the lead.
Yep, you're going to pick up his freebie. Will he get another? He's going to let some shots go. The shots go out. Corolla will find that one. The grenade kill comes in to help too, but Pono playing gatekeeper. He's going to let them in, though. Sage now coming into the backside of his hill. He's got to go big. Not going to. Seattle, again, will have the start to the hill.
And Marcus patrolling up top. However, the push is coming from the bottom. Fade does manage to find 2. Xander with the third. That's going to leave number 2, Sage, all alone. He's going to have to wait for some help. Going to have to wait for the spawners. Xander, though, playing the cut, finds one, finds second on the barrel heading. Other players spawning out towards red. Xander going to get spotted out. Does not fall. Unfortunate shots there from London. And the rest of this time going to go the way of the Sloths as we work towards P5.
Bottom of that hotel room, right? Gotta get there, gotta get set up, but gonna see if Fortune Cookie can find some kills on Old just to kill his way through. Not gonna be thinking of that other member there, but that guy might not be thinking about him either. The fight goes down, Fade will find it, so now we see those blue arrows cleaning up some of the kills on the map to give them, yet again, the break on the next hill, so they will have the first hold for what it looks like, I think 3 to maybe 4 consecutive hills in a row right now, so going to need to see London to try and get ahead of that going forward.
Yeah, London definitely going to have to figure out their rotation situation, as it were, over Pono. Does not need a rotation, but Xander's going to shut that thought down very quick. Fortune Cookie on the trade. Actually, it's going to be Fade killing his own teammate, Chu, going to take down a Fade, and that's going to get London some time. But as you were saying, London most certainly going to need to get ahead in these rotations. Right now, it just seems like they are getting out-rotated, out-held by the Seattle Sloths. And even when they get a managed rotation, Seattle Sloths, it looks like they just got the gunny to break back on in.
Yeah, and it looked like they were going to do that for this hill maybe first, but this is probably the worst one arguably to do it for, obviously, in P1, but Seattle is also still not giving it up, but he will go down. That lander there will go down, so there'll be 2 members of white into the hill right now. A couple flankers coming around. This is a good spot now with that kill from Sage. They've got some map control. You know, they might be able to do something, but Fade gonna find that way through the map.
Yeah, and Fade, he is doing a great thing so far. 13 and 11, but not to dismiss Marcus or Xander as well. Both of those guys doing great things. Crollo, you might say low engagements, but does have 2 minutes on the time, so you can't fault him for that at all. Seattle looking very clean so far as we start map number 1. The kills continue to fly their way. They get all their map positioning, they get their kills, they get their rotations, which gets them more kills in map positioning. It's just a cycle, and Seattle Sloths seems to be the king of the jungle here.
Yep, no, it's the Christmas season, guys, so make sure you're getting, you know, you gotta get your top frag, the Christmas gift, but you also gotta get your hill kit and a nice Christmas bonus, because we couldn't do it without them. So thanks to Crollo out there putting the time on the clock for us. But as we look into this now, brought this in within 100 if you're London, but now this is one of the tougher hills to break, obviously, and again, Seattle have a good spot for it.
Now look at Crollo. This is one of those plays that I feel like goes underrated within the lower divisions of the Rec League. Just staying down on the time when you need to. Unfortunately, though, does get swarmed by London. Not much you can do there. They were hitting on all cylinders. But Xander hunting down Fortune Cookie up top. Going to be able to find that kill. And this is where you really want London to start mounting the comeback. But Xander is shooting and might be able to stop that.
Oh, and Marcus finds another tough kill, too. Chu's got to go big now. He'll get traded by Xander, so perfect break from Seattle. This is I think this is kind of how we've seen that P2 went the first time, right? Like, it was a good hold from Seattle. They got wiped out, but then we're able to come right back in and get most of the time. But Pono trying to stop that, make that go back in their favor. And as we look to the rotation, you guessed it, Seattle is back there again with 3 arrows. But Chu is in a big spot here. You can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, he most certainly could. Looks to play up top as he heads up, trying to find these kills on Seattle. And what you want to do is you just really want to hope that one of these Seattle players, they stick their neck out a little too far, give you an angle to push. Sage, you're going to be able to trade out on these players. Chu wants to push in, slides out, manages to find one, and he is in the back. This is going to be massive. Seattle Sloths are spawning out.
Yeah, and they're going to get Crollo out of there, so that's usually task 1, right? They want to get in there and break that hill kitten out, so they're going to do so. Lennon is in. There's 2 members, though, also moving very quickly in Xander. And this other man in the number 8 player, Fade, has gotten in and made this another Seattle time, right? So they're going to be getting some big time. Cookie's gotten in there and traded him out, though. Trades going back and forth. You know, London is fighting back into this game, is doing what they can anyway from having to play the break position at most times. But you love to see it out of them, really doing that role good.
Yep, Chu looks like he's going to collect up the rest of this scrap time here. Actually does get challenged by a couple of Seattle players for those 10 seconds. I guess you could say they really wanted that. But it's the rotation which matters most, and 2 players from Seattle going to be there. But Pono, Sage, this is starting to swing a different way. However, Seattle Sloths only need 1 decent hill here to really put this one out of reach. And it's going to take a couple for London. However, the kills starting to come through. It's a wave of white in the kill feed. This is most certainly doable for London Royale.
Oh, and Marcus putting on the boots there, putting on the skates, I should say, on his opponent there. Nice little slide gets him. But Pono trying to hold the front side of this hill. It's been a great time from London so far. They've been able to hold most of the pressure on this hill. They fly out of this pusher shot. Pono going to find one, going to snap for the second. Marcus will find that. Marcus will find another. Those are 2 big kills. Xander going to try and come in. Fortune Cookie will pick up 2, though. So able to hold that time. And you look to the rotation. If they just stay put your boots in the cement, guys. As we see Crollo, the hill kitten, is searching for that next hill. Chu will trade him, though. So this is good. They have gotten a spot into this office now.
Yeah, but even that 12 seconds of scrap time can be deadly for the Royal Ravens if they keep on giving that up. However, not too upset with it right now. You need this rotation, and Pono doing a great job of locking it down. Chu and Pono towards the rotation. It's going to be a bit of a slow push as Seattle are separated.
Ono's been locking things down on the bottom of this red building, right? He's been just finding kill after kill, and Fortune will get the eventual flank kill for him. So they're not going to remember Bono's position as he is still there, just hunting down there. Got one on the yellow car now, going to have multiple chows coming at him. Able to get shots, but he will go down. Fortune just trying to hop quickly into the hill. Will be able to do so. Throws the trophy down. 30 seconds left to go on this hill as all of Seattle is pushing.
Yeah, and Chu going to be the reinforcements. Finds the first. However, 2 Seattle players are swarming in. He bit off more than he could chew, I guess you'd say. Mark is going to take him down. And Seattle now, they are mounting towards a victory. Cannot win it here, but most certainly get close. However, this is a great time to have if you are London. It puts you within a full 60 of winning this game. However, Marcus is going to shut it down, and he's getting dangerously close to a cruise missile, which could be so impactful here on this P1.
And even the movement to P2, should we get there, you know, you might be able to cut it off, but we see those 4 Seattle arrows in a great spot for P1 right now, but they might have to be looking escalated to find these kills. Pono's going to find 1, Pono's going to find 2. Will Pono find the 3rd? He's got to reload for this peak. He knows he has to go huge, but Chu is trying to help him. He can't locate these members. Pono will find another, I believe, as they're looking around the hill. There's Chu. He gets him. Fortune Cookie will find the last. We now have London in the hill with some control on the map. This is getting interesting, Zen.
Yeah, what a game we thought might go like easily the way of Seattle has now become a contest fest. This one is close enough. We've seen it come back like this before, even in the Pro League. Seattle, they only need 7 seconds, but a veteran play out of Crollo. The Hilkin, as you said, has already rotated to P2. He knows that the 7 seconds, it doesn't matter where they come from. It just matters that they get them. And look at this. He's going to force London onto a full break of the hill, and Pono, he's going to be able to find the kill on the scrap time, but 3 players are already new. You do not have enough time to sit here and dilly-dally. You have to fly at the hill. Sage, Pono, they do their best. Sage already in on the contest. Manages to find the first kill. Fortune can find the other. The shots come through. Fame manages to find 1. Shouts out with the Renetti. Not going to be able to find those kills, and this is winnable for London Royale.
Well, that kill coming from Xander was actually huge there just to help alleviate the situation, but they're in the hill. Chu's got his gun aimed outside. He's going to put his head down again. Where's Crollo? Crollo's going to fly away in. Chu's going to find that one as well, though, picking up new gun after new gun. He just wants a gun with ammo in it, but Tate will find another. Fortune Cookie's in banging this out now, too. 240 for them. They're going to kill the guys coming in. There's Fortune with another one. Pono's got to get his gun up. Fortune's going to find a 3rd. There's 6 seconds left on the clock. Seattle's got to go. 5's not going to run in. He's stunned on the entry. Marcus is flying, but he's going to get picked up. Wow. London making their way back in. 247 was not close enough for the Seattle Sloths, and London will do it. 250 to 246.
Oh my gosh, Q. I mean, let's talk about, you know, second rotation. We're looking at P3. That's a case of like, I mean,
to get back in the series. 1-0 is the series score for the London Royale after winning a heartbreaker if you are the Seattle Sloths. So we're on board with Marcus now to fade here. This is a big map. They need to get back into this one.
Yeah, and it looks like we are going to be playing over towards the A side if you're Seattle. Bit of a 2-2 split for London. And it looks like a little bit of indecision, just playing for some info. 1 propane tank on the map already destroyed. And slowly but surely, Seattle Sloths need to find which way they want to play this.
3 out of blue. This is going to be pretty quick. They're going to get Fortune. This is going to be a lot of site control for Seattle. The patience works out, I guess you could say. Sage now. Pono able to make a trade back, though. 3v3. It'll be the retake onto the bomb now. Might get a free one, but no, the smoke's going to get him out of there. So a nice play. Going to keep Nicki Minaj's bullets from landing true.
Most assuredly, but the trades, they continue to fly back and forth. 2 versus 2 situation now. Marcus stranded alone on this A site as the retake comes through. Shots fly in. Crollo doing all he can. Gets Sage to hop off the bomb site and manages to get away with his life, and Marcus has snuck up into a power position.
And he's going to need to here. He's kind of gotten lost, but he's going to have to check bomb once, and he's going to do so. There's the kill. 13 seconds. It's not going to be a lot of time, if any, for Sage. He's able to just play this corner now. Going to try to pre-fire, but it will not work, and Marcus will find that too. So a great round out of Seattle, really. Finding some timings that went their way for sure when they came out of blue, but after that, I thought they played a pretty decent defense, all things considered.
Yeah, and Marcus really leading that round, finds 3, and it has the 1v2 clutch to go along. Showing out for the Los Angeles Thieves there in his clan tag. You know, got to represent the CDL team. But the Seattle Sloths, they do a great job of rebounding, and they take the lead early here in map number 2.
One thing I'm interested to look at, Fortune was very early looking at that kind of bottom lattice. I don't know what to call that, but the kind of climb around route. I wonder if we might see it from him at some point. Doesn't maybe look like he will this round anyway. He seems to want to chow mid, but oh, he could get back over there.
Yeah, most certainly. It has a lot of opportunities, and Xander wins an insane 1 versus 1. The kills, they start flying through. Pono on Cholo, Marcus on Sage, and Fortune Cookie wins another one. That'll send us back into a 2v2 situation, ever so familiar. The stun going to delay the trade, and no trade comes through at all. And actually, Pono slips the net, finds the kill. And Marcus, deja vu, back in the 1 versus 2.
At this time on the defense side anyway, or find that kill, but
Oh
almost the same
no.
anyway, except for this time he doesn't
No
actually have
way.
to push him, but he's going to. Is he ready for it? He sees the gun tip, does he? He's gonna give it up. Pono's gonna turn. Marcus is gonna turn, so we'll get another chance at this 1v1, but Pono
Ah.
comes back for more. He sees him. He's gotta see him. Oh, Marcus is gonna
Oh.
get it. He's undefeated when you put him in the 1v2 on the back of the side of the
Oh
right
yeah.
windows. Holy.
Someone editing who's good at editing clips can edit those back to back and just have them like right next to each other. They play out the exact same way, and that earns Marcus a cruise missile, which on this map can be very effective with how open the top part of the map is. So certainly going to help Seattle Sloths as they move forward, and that's going to put them up 2-0. They are coming back with a vengeance after that heartbreaker of a map 1.
Yep, Marcus anytime cruise missile, high rise search and destroy speed run there as he's able to find a cruise with 2-2v1s in a row. But more work to be done. Obviously they want to win those maybe a little more clean, but 2-0 is 2-0 regardless. See Chu already playing that long AR lane, wants to use that thing to its max capability. Krolov is in, but fortunately somebody's gonna be able to pick him up on the side of the Sage going up that top helipad. And we know how powerful this position can be.
Oh yeah, it can be, but against Xander, maybe not. However, Sage does manage to win that gunfight, showing off the capabilities of the MCW. Fade has climbed up now, but he is swarmed by members of the London Royale. They're going to find that kill, and Marcus, I mean,
Oh
this
no.
guy's been left in 2 1v2s and now in a 1v3. If he wins this one, that would be actually insane. However, the firing squad comes down on top of him, and London Royale are going to win their first round in our map.
And Marcus even had the only kill that round, so definitely going to be a point for London to look at as they go on in this series, able to even, or not even it up, I guess, but get one on the board. So nice to see that out of them. That was a good round. We've seen the nice call-outs come in right on Fade. They were able to find that kill, trade it out, so strong performance out of them, but we will look now to what is a London Royale offense.
Most certainly, and if we look at these rounds kind of in isolation, there's an argument to be made. London Royale should potentially be up 3-0 here, but
Yeah.
I have no doubt they could rally back if they shut down Marcus. However, Seattle Sloths, we've seen it. They have the potential to pop off. Fade and Xander, a bit of slow starts for them, especially considering what we saw in map 1 and Marcus. I mean, this guy, he does not stop. He is continuing to fly through, but gets hunted down, and that is the guy you want to see eliminated if you are London.
Yep, you kill him, and you've got to feel some confidence on the map. As they do, they are going to go attack this deep bomb, but some timing. Unfortunately, Fade's not going to be able to really check that. Not going to know this is going down until he hears the sound of it going down. So Sage is going to have his shots with him. Fortune on top of this heli. Going to get some info, some shots onto lower left window. They have the numbers. They know where these players are, but Chu's going to check the side out. Not going to be able to get his trade. This might work out very unfortunately, but Xander will get that. Can he turn around in time? Sage will find that as well. So into the 3v1 now for Fade.
Yep, Fade going to have one slide on him, but the trade is there quicker than usual. London are going to take that one 2-2. And I think so far, what we've really seen is, yes, it's 2-2, but London Royale, they are working much cleaner together. Their only 2 round losses are, 2v1s to Marcus, who's having a great map. London, you still have to feel confident. You still have to feel good moving ahead in this high rise.
Most definitely. Pono saying top down with the AC with the cooler system there, and then Nikki going to do it to him. Finding that, breaking it back to 2-2. Like you said, could really be 4-0 honestly at this point if it wouldn't be for Marcus Heroic. So we'll see if he's got more in the bag as it goes on, but a little bit slower of a start out of Seattle. But oh, there they are. Fortune was looking at this earlier, but now it's just Chu over here. He's not really aware, but he's going to have a great lane that gives him the info anyway. There's one. Will he have the second? And Chu shuts it down.
Yeah, and that's going to actually be his first 2 kills in the map, so that puts him on the board. It's all going to be up to Xander now and London. They win a clean 3 rounds back to back to back. And if I'm Marcus, I have to start thinking about how I want to use this cruise missile to try to get us back into the swing of things.
For sure. Could be the thing that breaks the map open, gives them another at least man advantage, or I mean, maybe it'll bring him into the 1v2 that he likes so much. So maybe that'll be his 1 versus 3 move in the end of the day. I don't know what's going through his head, but I just know that London has looked very good, and they are kind of a train right now that you've got to slow down. This momentum seems to have picked up again off of that map 1 win. So going to need to see Seattle just find something, find an answer, find a good win of a round here to get them back in the winning column.
And it looks like we're going to see another B push for London. However, it looks like Seattle have read this pretty correctly. No one's really playing over towards A, but Xander has snuck up towards the helicopter, finds the first kill, is going to take him down, needs to get out with his life. Fortune Cookie, unfortunately, not looking Xander's way. Unfortunately, he wants to challenge overextends just a little bit. Fade's going to take him down. 4 versus 2 now.
Gets picked up. The trade's going to try to come in. Xander will find that one, though. That's a huge piece out of him, but Sage is able to find another one on the map. So now they know where he is. He's going to bounce his way back. Going to go all the way back into the spawn, take another look at this, and this could work out well for him. Seattle really doesn't seem to be considering that right now anyway, but obviously bomb's got to get recovered, and he's got to get a bomb down.
And the problem with Bomb being up top is that he has to expose himself a decent bit here to these players if he decides to push through the top. Elsewise, he wastes a lot of time. Looks like he is going to push through. Has to find at least one of these players. Does not spot him in the corner. That's going to be Marcus. He's going to be able to find that kill. And that's going to help Seattle Sloths regain their, regain their steed, hold fast, and they're going to be able to tie this one up 3-3.
Yeah, and if I'm Marcus, right, like, I mean, you just got to know you got to be that guy tonight. You got to be the one that's going to pull your team over. That was another 2-kill round, I believe, out of him. And, finding the trade on one guy, Fade got a good kill in that round as well. So, nice to see that out of him. Or, pardon me, maybe that was Xander that picked up one of those. So,
yeah,
might have had that run. But either way, nice to see it out of the Sloths. Finding a couple kills, spreading the love, getting back in this one, 3-3.
It's going to be this offensive round when hopefully shifted back into the way of the Seattle Sloths. If you happen to be, a fan of these 4 players over here for the blue. Now it looks like London deciding to play a little bit slower. Number 8 has worked up to the middle of the map, and I think things have slowed down a lot. This is a swing round for both of these teams.
Yep, they both realize the importance of finding this one. Mark is going to slowly make his way up. But Sage will be the first to get in a fight. He'll find that on Necrolo. Marcus wants to snap on this now. He's going to move up here, look for his teammate's trade, but he'll get some shots in. That was a careful near-death situation. Marcus is just still trying to move. They've got him kind of mapped onto where he is on this location, but Fade and the guys still playing very cautiously. They are in the 3v4 now and able to find the overstep from Sage.
Yeah, and Sage actually made a really good play earlier in the round. He got a pick and he got out. Unfortunate that he overextends there, but Chu saves him out a little bit. Does manage to take down Xander, but Marcus is the guy that you should be hunting for as Shirley spots him. Some shots come through. The smoke goes down. Fade manages to use it to his advantage. Chu, though, does take a route. Spots him on the plant. Going to be able to find that kill. A massive 1v2 now for Marcus. This is his element. This is what he likes to see. 10 seconds, though. Hard to work with it. Chu took 16 routes that round. They all worked in his favor. And that's going to put London up 4-3.
Yeah, it just didn't really work out right. That smoke was able to get Sage that kill, but yeah, admit Marcus kind of lost Chu in the grand scheme of things, right? And then he was able to find that free kill onto the bomb, and Marcus really just couldn't get good location on Chu by the end of that. So good work out of Chu, playing his life, make sure he dances and doodles around and using everything in his inventory, right? That smoke saves his life, so big to give them the 4-3 advantage, and Seattle got to find a defense win now.
Yeah, most certainly. You do not want to go up 5-3. Or maybe you do want to go down 5-3. The little 5-3 curse. I'm not sure if we've seen it yet in this game, so maybe MW has ruined it. But nevertheless, it's going to be, it looks like a push towards bottom middle as they slide out Fade, take it down early. And look at this Pono. We have seen him use an AR basically all map long, all the last map. Pulls out the sub for this round. Does manage to find one. Trollo, though, on the trade. Manages to find his second in the round. Chu, though, with his own. 2 versus 2 now.
He's seen that little arm of Sage, or of up there, but they didn't see him, so that's Marcus gonna find the one. Back into a 2v1 again. Marcus will get traded out. What's his timing gonna look like? Sage is gonna get snapped on, and a nice jump shot coming out from the other side there. That'll be a clutch from Seattle. They absolutely needed that, and they found it.
Honestly, besides that little string of rounds from London, I believe like rounds 3, 4, 5, all of these rounds have been incredibly close, coming down to the 1 versus 1. And let's not forget, Q, that Marcus still has the cruise missile in his back pocket. So he's clearly been playing the long game. He wants to wait to see when they should use this. And I'm wondering if it's going to come in the offensive round or the defensive round.
Yeah, and you know what? Until you tell me, I kind of almost forgot about it. So maybe London is in the same boat. So it might come as a bit of a shocker when it does come in. But I don't know. I give them their credit. Maybe they're tracking him. They know that he should have it. So either way, Marcus got that sub, and he's going up to top helipad. I love the confidence from this guy, right? He's just playing like he's an animal on the map, which he is. So we see him sitting this heli. Everyone's a little cautious, right? I think we've seen kind of Pono get a little tired of that cautiousness last round as he pulled the sub out. But everybody knowing how important this swing round is.
Yeah, and while we're gassing on Marcus, we shouldn't forget Pono and Sage, both of them having very good maps in their own regard. And it's helping London stay ahead of it, and Sage, I don't think he has aim assist there either, so great shots out of him to find that kill. Unfortunately for him, Marcus is on the trade. Chu, though, pushes out the overextending Xander, is going to be able to take him down, and Chu is inside of their spawn.
Oh, he did.
Shots go down. He manages to find one, like you said, was just delaying them for a second, and with 20 seconds left, I think Marcus is out of luck here.
I will not put anything past this man in a 1v situation, but this does look near impossible with time. Got to pick up the bomb. Chu will eventually find it. So we are now in this 5-4. Marcus has no choice but to, well, you would think, use the cruise anyway this round, but we'll have to see what they cook up. Seattle obviously not wanting to go down 2-0 in this series. They've looked good, but just need to find something to get across the line right now. They need a round win.
Yeah, they need to get this round, as you said, of course. Need to stay alive in this game. You do not want to go down 2-0 against this London team, as they have been so impressive, especially when the pressure gets laid on them. Chu having a good map as well, 9 and 5. Honestly, London looking very clean in this S&D, besides the starting 2 rounds where they let Marcus do some pretty crazy, pretty crazy heroics there. And the early tanks gets blown up, and Pono has pushed himself up into a great position.
Sage finding first blood too. This is already starting to slip away from Seattle. A 3v4. Not sure if there'll be any trade on the map. Fate is getting aggressive, wants to be a factor on this. We see some shots go out. He'll be in a good position. He just needs to keep his teammates down. But Marcus is going to go down. This cruise is not active. But Krollo finds a big trade, and Fate will have another one here if he's able to just keep up. Oh, I forgot he's inside the thing. Let's see how this works out. He's going to get around. No bullets or shot. So he's going to get the shot in the back, and that will be it. The Royal with the cheese will win in a 6-4 fashion with that cruise missile being sent back to shop.
Yeah, unfortunately sent back to the factory, as it were. And, you know, that's one of those things where, you know, you get, you know, too worried about, you know, using it correctly.
Need to find this if they want to start the reverse sweep. So Codrec League, Bronze Division, guys, we need to see Seattle get back in this one if we're going to have more games for you.
Yeah, this might be an early night if they cannot find it. The first blood going to go the way of Marcus. He is continuing his massacre from map number 2. Xander is there to help him as well. And she manages to slip the net. So does Fortune Cookie. Is going to be able to each find one. No, Marcus. Good shots with the rival 9. Chu is going to be in a power position. Shooting his teammate's body is okay. It is not against the rules to shoot your own teammate's body, just so everybody knows.
Yeah, your teammate just might not like you as much, but hey, we're all right with that here at the CRL. That's what we're good with. But yeah, like as you said earlier, Marcus already off to a 3 streak. He's gonna have to be that man for this Seattle team. Other players have definitely came in, but it seems like Marcus is that catalyst of a sub player. They are finding a lot of the kills on the map, able to keep this defense kind of clean for now. Yeah,
and honestly, this is kind of the similar story that we saw in map number 1. Seattle Sloths doing good early on in our Karachi. However, it does look like London are managing to sneak through some, but Xander finds an insane number 2. Marcus finds 2 as well, and Marcus is going to earn another cruise missile. Let's see if he can use that one here in map, but it looks like they abandoned the B zone. They let London slip through, and if they let London capture this, that A zone, not very hard to catch her.
Yeah, you don't want to see it right there. Had such a good round just to slip up and not getting spawns that were also be heavy favored. But Marcus will come over. 8-1 from him at the start of this round. Chu's going to be able to trade him out. Will just be able to get his trade. They will. So as you said, Marcus has the cruise missile. Oh, Fortune get another chance, but he won't get it either. And oh, we are on to the 8 point. They do not want to go out quietly. Pono just wanting to get, I mean, every one of these ticks could be huge, right? Like, you don't know how it'll look in the end of the tiebreakers anyway.
Yeah, honestly, in this game, a 1-4 down is the difference between a round win and a round loss. And Sage has found himself in a corner. Could have done some great things there. Unfortunately, not going to be able to do it as Seattle Sloths does get a little bit dirtier towards the middle and end of the round, but they do clean that one up. And Marcus and Fade and Xander, great starts to this map number 3 for them.
Marcus, I'm saying this to you man to man. You don't want to get cooked by the Twitch chat. Trust me, you never want to get cooked by the Twitch chat. So we need to see that cruise missile come down. We need to see it come down at some point, Marcus. We just got her, or else it just gets on our minds. What can I say? So love the play out of it. Just go get another one, even overlap it, but just make sure one of them comes from the sky. People are working hard on those warheads.
Yeah, and honestly, Fade working on his own as well, 2/3 of the way there on a 4 streak. Could manage to get there, especially getting up to this power position. And it looks like London, they've taken a bit of an unorthodox approach to how they want to take this map control. And Chu is going to be able to find the first blood. Fade from up top needs one more for the cruise. Marcus fighting up top. Red Pono going to be able to get on the board off of that kill. And oh, bad teammate, taking away your teammate's kill. Oh, that would have been the cruise, but you can't blame the guy too much. He's in the hill, just trying to play his life and trying to capture that zone.
Maybe we understand why some of the team body shots came out, but Fade's still able to find that 6 kill for the cruise. Absolutely critical, as they are slowly but surely going to seem to finish this A cap. Lives are even. They'll have plenty of time for this B push now, but there won't be really the... Oh, well, there's another team kill coming out, but it did stop the A capture for a second, but will not stop things. And Marcus has found a kill on his way into B. He's going to make them have to run quickly. He's going to try and find one more. He's got him weak. He really wants this repeat. He's going to try. Hit a nade on another member even, I think. Well, he didn't touch it, but either way, Fortune, the guy's got to get in here. Krolo's got one on the backside. Xander's going to find one on the front. These are big kills. Seattle finds 3 kills right now. This is looking very strong. All they have is the AC member left.
Oh, and Xander, look at him. He is pushed up into the back alley. He is playing such a strong cut. He manages to find the first, has to send the London Royale through a different route. He jumps back over, takes down Fortune Cookie. He's working on a streak of his own. He only needs one more to do it. Chu is facing many players, and that's going to be another cruise missile. 3 cruise missiles on the side of Seattle, and they are so close to capturing this B zone. We might be speed running this control here, Q.
Yeah, they have an excellent round. 3 cruise missiles in their pocket. This will answer our question on if we know if they are allowed to use them or not. We know they are, but they may not think they are anyway. But they've got 3 cruise missiles in their pockets either way, so we'll have to see if they end up playing a factor in this map. But, I mean, what does 3 cruise missiles mean? It means that they were slaying out those rounds.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, honestly, Seattle, they have looked dominant in this control so far. And I mean, honestly, can you blame them? This is a team that, I mean, we've seen it in the map 1. We even saw it a little bit in our map number 2. These guys are very, very strong slayers. They know how to get the kills. And I mean, controlling this game, sometimes bordering on TDM, will not lie to you, but they are also doing a great job of getting on the point, stack that point word to gems. And it's going to be all up to them now. They can close this one out here in map number 3.
Yep, a good start from London this time around. They're finding the right route to the hill. They got 1 man in. They got a couple of their bases covered, and this bridge player might be playing spoiler. Yeah, gonna get Krolo there. So nice, smart kind of, you know, off angle to play, and he's gonna find another one for free as well. So this is turning into quite the tough kill on him. He's gonna be able to play his life and just, you know, take more lives off of these Seattle Sloths. So excellent play out of London to try and get their way back into this, but they kind of were able to find success in that other round, right, by the surprise push at the last second, full spawning to B. That won't be available to them this time.
Yeah, but they do have a bit of a life lead here. 5 lives indeed, but Fade working to cut that down bit by bit, like George Washington's cherry tree, if you were, but Fortune Cookie sliding out finds too. Marcus gonna be able to be the one to find that trade, and now he's gonna have to stay up over towards this B zone. Has some help from Krolo. Chu was in the spawn for but a moment, fading to take him down. And a long-range gunfight from Marcus, the sub, not going to quite do it at that range.
Trudeau, but he will have to find more. Krolo's going to have to find his way in, and he will snap out of that office, wants to go right on back and hang out there. That's a great spot to be in, right, defending this point. Chu saying, not for me, as he'll hop out. Manages to play his life for a second. The jump shots won't work out. Fade and Krolo find those, so Seattle Sloths have found a decent hold onto this hill. Fortune finding a breaking kill now. That's 2 for Fortune, so they're going to have to find... They seem to know there's a guy on this bus somewhere. They're playing this angle perfectly. That'll be the 3rd for Fortune, looking to find almost all 4. Is he going to turn back and help with this? He's going to have to, or else he's going to get his back shot off. Krolo finding that, so Seattle still kind of holding on to this hill by the tips of their fingers.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Something that, you know, I'm starting to notice is London are on the 4 AR meta wave. And they are trying to make it work, and I think that's, you know, causing them some issues in these closer quarters of this map. The sub players, Xander and Marcus, they are able to just shred up close with the rival 9, and actually Crollo is one away from completing all 4 players on the Seattle Sloths getting a cruise missile. And they have not called one in this map despite having 3 of them.
Yep, people are losing jobs, unfortunately, guys. We are building these warheads. We cannot afford to pay them if we don't actually use them, guys, but they may not need them as 18 seconds left on the clock. These 4 ARs are going to have to find their way towards the hill.
Yeah, they get in for about a moment. 10 to 14, 12 seconds on the clock. Pono's going to have to go huge. They don't know where he's at. He's causing some team kills as they actually all fall apart. And Marcus chows in, runs out of bullets in the rival 9. And that's going to be 3 down. They're missing Marcus. He is going to be able to make a play here. Finds the first, dives in, finds the second. Can he find the first? Goes prone completely, waiting on the reinforcements. Jumps out with the Renetti, finds the kill. Unfortunately, the trade comes through. The cruise did drop in, but for what reason? Crollo going to be able to get in, finds the trade, but Pono on the refrag. The kills, it's all back and forth. Chaos on the map. Fade does what he can. The reinforcement still. Pono finding 2. The AR in close quarters at 7 seconds left on the clock. Fortune Cookie, they're all on the point now. Xander stunned. No lives remaining for either team, and this tick is progressing fast. They have to chow in. Fade does it, turns and burns. The trade comes through. Marcus does what he can. Pono as well. 1 versus 2. It's not gonna matter. And chaos on the map, it does not matter at all. Seattle Sloths are going to take our control 3-0.
Holy, what a map to open this series right back up, right? Looks really good out of the Sloths, and I mean, we did finally see a cruise come in what seemed like wild time.
Do, but you need to call your cruise missiles in, and honestly, this guy Marcus, he's earned 2 of them. I don't think he's called 1 in yet. Let's see if you can continue the cruise missile streak here in our map number 4.
Yeah, and already, like you said, the subs are getting those angles onto these ARs, but Marcus is going to flip around. The movement king is just going, but long flank coming from Chu. I like this play out of him. He's got kind of the other side of it held down now. Xander holding that mid-cross, and it's already the points going up for Seattle. This is kind of how we've seen that first map go, right? Obviously, it's a little early to tell still. Pono finding one in there, wanting to get his way in. He's going to break into the hill now. That AR is going to rip, but Marcus is going to jump up and fry him.
Yeah, and I actually prefer having the gas station spawns for this P2. That way you can spawn trap the other team in the back of Palace. But we did see a little bit of an odd parallel there as London spawning behind the players on Seattle. And right now, spawns getting very, very funky. But there they go. They solidify. It's going to be the London Royal Ravens spawning over towards the Palace. Here comes the pinch now from Pono. He manages to find one. Marcus getting stuck on the forklift. Not going to be able to find any kills. Not going to get taken down either. The reinforcements are in from Seattle. And London's yet to get a point.
Yeah, that 2-man pinch doesn't work out for London. The spawns kind of helped them there, but that it was just kind of ugly. I'm sure they were even a little disoriented, right, with how that worked out. So either way, the Sloths, yeah, getting a big lead going right now. We do know that they like to rotate early, but once these ARs get cooking, they will get cooking. So we're gonna need to see it. Fade's gonna hold that gun down. They're able to get almost all the time on this hill, and this is another huge kill. He's gonna find it onto Pono. London need to get their bearings ahead of them right now because this is just their time is counting against them.
Yeah, and once again, late on the rotation, you know, they try to get out ahead of it early at 20 seconds, but 20 seconds not early enough for the Seattle roster. Marcus already in new, already finding the kills. Fortune Cookie's going to be his next challenge, but Marcus, I mean, this guy, he shoots straight as can be with a sub. 5-1 from him. Fade, 6-1. And they're slowly but surely racking up to those cruise missiles once again. And again, London looking desperate, have not gotten a point on the board.
Nope, the Slays kind of have picked up a little bit more. Obviously, maybe they just want to be done with this P2 hill, but as they are on to P3. But Seattle has just got 20 seconds into this already. Marcus is going to be a tough kill, but Fortune will find 2 to break it in. Maybe this is where they can change things around now. Seem to have an idea where they all are right now, but Xander picking up those nice shots right there with the AR, showing he can use that weapon as well.
I believe, you know, last week I was casting with Jake, and we were watching a map. I think it was actually Invasion. And team went up 100-0, and then turn around and lost that map. So
Oh
I'm
boy.
not saying that
Danny
anything can
Curse.
happen.
Danny
I'm not
Curse.
saying, but it could certainly be a case of something like that, especially if London managed to hold on to their P5 rotation. But here it is. It's all about that P4 starting out fade. Gonna pinch around, manages to find Pono. Only 2 players left on this London side close enough to the P2, and a lot of people forgetting that broken window exists, but Sage, fear not, is there to cover it. Marcus going to be the last player left from Seattle to try to get any sort of effect on the hill. Manages to find one, slides around, is going to be behind
Oh.
Chu, finds the second. A little bit of map awareness goes a long way, my friends, as Marcus showing off why he is the predominant sub player in this lobby.
Yeah, that was absolutely beautiful. The way to make sure he got at least one more kill. He knew he was gonna have to shorten how much the battle was for himself because he knew he was gonna have 3 more guys potentially pushing him.
What is
so
that?
He's able to do it, but then that spawn coming in, this is gonna make
What
Palace
is
a
that?
little ugly now. This is not helping them out at all, but the shots coming through that top Palace window, they're still gonna have to find their way in, but much more than they should have been given to begin with.
All right, so it doesn't matter. Seattle Sloths, they managed to clean them out. But if you were wondering what
Oh.
I was freaking out about, 2 players from Seattle Sloths are inside of Palace, and the game doesn't care. London Royale with Ravens or with Cheese, they spawn in Palace regardless. However, Seattle, they managed to stay calm, cool, collected, unlike myself in that scenario. And they get the kills, they figure it out, and they hold on to this rotation. So props to them dealing with some crazy spawns, and they're going to continue to find these kills. The kill feed lighting up completely blue. The hill's been in their favor all game, and they are slowly ever inching to that 2-century mark.
Yes, it's gotten away from London, right? They've lost the hill even with the God spawn, but it is going to be 20 more seconds coming the way of Seattle, it looks like. Oh, that kill actually is going to be big.
Oh, that's
going to keep
great.
this white for at least 15 or so seconds, unless Fade decides to jump up there for, what'll only be about 6 or 5 seconds anyway. So, good kill to reduce some of the bleeding, but we just need to see London get right back into this somehow, and Xander and Marcus do not seem to be slowing down.
They seem to be getting all the kills that they need. Marcus double positive in map number 4. And look at this. All 4 players stacked up inside the hill from the Seattle Sloths. They are looking to find these kills. The trades go back and forth. Chew with a slow peek. Sage there to help, and that will be able to wipe out all the Seattle Sloths. Xander, though, quick on the repush. Chew going to be able to find that kill, though. Waiting on some help, and he is doing work. Finds 3 in this life. He's going to try to continue on, not going to be able to do it, but giving London some room to grab some very valuable time.
Oh, this is a huge kill. This 20 seconds is massive. They're going to get it, but we need to see London. They need to put the brakes on. They can't keep going for this hill. It's kind of got to be gone at this point. That kill especially, as now we're seeing those Sloths make their way up the B Street. That is surely going to give them this next spawn as well. So London have put themselves in a tough position now where they must play perfect Call of Duty going down the stretch. And we know how tough that is when this map switches sides so clearly and effectively.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, after the first 2 maps, you look at these middle 2 maps, and you kind of almost think that Seattle have given the controllers to CDL pros the way they've been playing these past 2 maps. Some of the most dominant maps 3 and 4 we've seen in a while, shutting down London at every front possible. Cholo sliding through, getting tack stance kills like this is pubs, and he's going for camos. Absolutely clinical out of the Seattle Sloths. They continue to hold on to this point. Look at this. This is the setup I was talking about. They are spawn trapping with the London Royal Ravens in the back of their spawn. Chew, an unfortunate double team nade, and Marcus going on the pinch. Fade cleans up too. And even with all of that, they already have the rotation. It's Crowlow on new. As we tick down the seconds, it's just a formality. Seattle Sloths, they dominate maps 3 and 4.
Yeah, the reverse sweep is certainly on the table now, ladies and gentlemen. If you took those odds, I commend you, but there is one more map to go, and if you're London, I guess you gotta be just happy you're there, because, yeah, these last 2 maps, 3-0 and 250 to 67 or whatever it
Ready
was.
to the Call of Duty Rec League. If you've missed this banger of a series, let me give you a quick recap. Seattle Sloths looked dominant in map 1 up to a point. London Royal Ravens, or London Royale with Cheese, I suppose. Turn around, they come back in the map number 1, they win it, and then they go on to win a very close high rise in map number 2. But since then, it's been all Seattle Sloths. A 3-0 in the control and a 100-point club in map number 4. And now they're looking to complete the reverse sweep here in map number 5. Talk me through what we're looking at here, Q.
Oh, they're slow. They're cautious. Everybody feeling the effects of map 5. We don't see a smoke come out. They don't need them. They're going to make the slow push to B happen. Here comes the first break. He's going to just choose to play his life. Nade comes out. There's the smoke on the side. Going to get the bomb down. Seattle has always kind of shown the, the more formation, the more strategy out of the two teams, I would say. So looking to continue to do that. Fade finds the first one. Sage will trade one, and Pono gets his own too. So this is a 3v2 now. Defense for the bomb with only 2 slots to do it.
Yeah, this bomb retake, though, can be difficult. Sage sliding through, though, doesn't have a lot of backup, but wins the gunfight anyways. A huge win for him. Marcus, and the tragic team kill from Pono on Sage, leaving them in a 1 versus 1. 20 seconds on the clock. Marcus slides out, wins the gunfight. And, man, you are going to be kicking yourself for that team kill if you are London.
Yeah, and this is exactly how that high-rise went, ladies and gentlemen. The first 2 rounds seemed to be London favored at moments, and it was just Marcus through some way, through the divine power of the cruise missile, able to just pull 1v2s out. That time forcing the other team to kill their own member, it seems like, and just pulling out that last kill absolutely clutch in his body. Marcus has been a huge player all series long, and he's not looking to stop now.
Oh, he is most certainly not looking to stop. I mean, if you tally up his kills versus his deaths throughout the series, sometimes you'd be able to convince me that he's got a 4.0.
Breathe while you can, ladies and gentlemen. This is getting hot. Sage yet to die as they were team killed, but looked good in that round as well. They have a strong setup now, I should say, all over the map, really. They got the 3 on B and 1 on the plane that is kind of preferred, right? But we are going to see Fade. He's given the information. 2 men crossed. Maybe this will move the blue team a little bit.
Yeah, you have to respect the patience out of both of these teams, though. Sometimes you kind of just want to throw a smoke out. You just want to get aggressive. Fade does get aggressive and is punished for it swiftly. Sage finds his 3rd. Marcus, though, with a trade, snaps to the second wall, bang through. And that's going to set him up for 4-0. He's 2 away from another cruise missile in the series.
Oh, boy. Marcus, you don't want the smoke this cruise missile, but you do. You absolutely do. Get it, son. But here we are, 2v3, Chu and Sage. These players have been absolutely pivotal as well. Marcus just wanted to a little cautiously. This fight's gonna come down now. A nice kill out of Chu. This bomb will go down now. Sage has got his defense. It's a 2v2. That was a huge kill onto Marcus.
Yeah, the players from Seattle are gonna need a second. They are far enough away that, we're going to see about a 30-second clock before anything can really get done. But Xander, he managed to find an insane couple of shots there across the map. But Sage challenges out. He manages to find one of his own. Xander versus Sage now in the 1v1. And look at this. Xander just going to hop it. Sage not reading it. He is going to be able to get this defuse through. And that's going to be the 2nd round towards the Seattle Sloths.
So that was Sage there that didn't check, right? So Sage has now not died 2 rounds in a row, but they have managed to lose both of them, unfortunately. Just the way it goes, but you gotta love it. You gotta respect it out of Xander, just hitting that defuse, right? Putting the ball in the opponent's court, making sure, he's got to call you out on that. So love to see that out of him, but important. Sage still on that streak, could be getting a cruise of their own.
Yeah, pros do not fake, and Xander showing off why he has been doing so well in this series. And Seattle, they are going to go up 2-0, like you said, and it looks like we're going to see a B hit. Smoke should be going down here shortly. The dead silence is popped from Fade. Unfortunately, not going to get much usage out of that. And Chu getting backed down. They're going to have to force the rotation at hand for London.
Yeah, London kind of a bit more oriented towards this plane. The info hasn't really came out, I guess, in the comms or what it is, but they're just comfortable with their setup, which I can respect. They've got Sloths a little cautious anyway, but they're going to break into the point. Chu will find first blood. Can he get out with his life? He can. That's a huge play, and Pono's going to fill in the void, so he'll find the trade there. Fortune will get another. This trap has worked from London. They have baited them in and put Marcus as the only member alive.
Yeah, and a bit of cat and mouse here for Sage as he has to chase down Marcus. He will manage to find that kill. Kind of funny to see him run around and try to escape the grasp of Sage there, but London, they do a great job of, playing off of each other, playing for each other's help. They clear off that B point, and they get themselves on the board now here in map number 5.
Yeah, Sage now not dying that round either, and able to find. And I shouldn't say that. So that cruise won't work like that, huh? My teammates thankfully haven't killed me as often as that, so I don't know how that necessarily works. But just based on the streak we're seeing, I'm assuming that means he's not getting a cruise missile and 1 more kill. So
no, he's gonna need 3 more.
able to say the perfect record either way, other than
Yeah.
obviously the rounds, and we see an aggressive out to the plane right now. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah, they find one stun hit marker, and this is kind of eerily similar to how we saw the high rise go. A couple of rounds decided by
Yeah,
1v1s, and then like dominant London round. You have to start thinking about history repeating itself. Xander trapped in the cockpit, but good play out of stage not to overextend for that kill because Marcus has Xander's cover. The nade goes out. Gonna have to back London off, but Fortune Cookie manages to find a kill on elsewhere on the map, but that's gonna be bomb dropped as Sage overextends as well, and that's gonna be 3 falling in an instant for London.
and Fortune really isn't in that great of a spot. Might be able to find the first kill, but once he does, he will be very pinned down and unable to really move without, going through some very open areas. So maybe if he can just make his way out of here and get to another power position, it would give him a chance. But yeah, with that bomb down in the front of the plane, looks like it will be a tough reverse for Fortune Cookie. But maybe that was what was in his Fortune Cookie today, was a 1v3 to even this series up, or even the rounds up, but doesn't look like it will be. Fatal find that kill.
Seattle, they they saw the history books in the pages. They turned that, they turned it around. They turn a new leaf. They burn it at the stake. They do not let London get comfortable once again. They shut it down here, and they're gonna go up 3-1 now instead of evening it up 2-2.
Just yeah, does feel eerily the same as that high rise search, right? Where it just felt like that London kind of did a lot of right, but then this round's just not going their way. So we'll have to see. I guess it was kind of the reverse, right? But either way, 3-1 right now for the Sloths. They need only 3 more wins to complete the reverse sweep, but lots to go. As we do know, London loves picking up the first bloods. They found a lot of them.
Does manage to find that Sage, finds the second.
Great.
In these early picks, it feels like London finds them every time, but it's a matter of conversion. Marcus slides out, can't find the kill. He's gonna have to back up. The help is in from Pono. A 2 versus 4 now. Work cut out for the Sloths. Can they find it? With Marcus going down, leaves Crollo in the 1 versus 4. And I think that's going to be this round written on the wall.
Shots going in. They got him absolutely cornered right now. They do not need to push him, but nope, they won't. Wow, we are seeing it out here right now. Everybody is focused up. Not one person pushing this, even though they had him absolutely pinned, but I love to see it. Playing smart Call of Duty. Give us a little time to talk. I just love the love the 4 swaps there. Oh, as the Chow comes out, he's gonna find one. Crawler gets his way back into this, but now the push will come out in the trade. But I love the switch from the observer. We go player to player to player, and it is just every London Royale member with an AR down sights shooting that thing down at him. So tough. Got to avoid those first bloods for the airs of London, right? It's just tough. They're seemingly covering all angles.
It's all about the conversion rate, man, for London. You know, I'm almost certain that if we go through every round of S&D that we've seen this series, London's got like an 80% first blood percentage, but they are losing over half the rounds at this point. So you really want to see them, tighten it up a little bit. You figure it out what they need to do after they get their first blood. And I think so far they're going to smoke that cross. They're going to push on up. I think we're going to see a full throttle hit towards A.
How it goes. Kills coming out either way. Marcus gonna get his. Gets 2 from the back of the plane. Got the bomb in the front of the plane. So I would say that did not work out for London, really, but more COD to be played. Fortune's gonna make his way to the back. Maybe he thinks he can sniff out Marcus, get a free one. Marcus not really aware of it. Thinks they're gonna come through the front. So let's see what he sees here. Fortune's got to do this quick. Marcus may turn around eventually. The ladder climb comes in. Kill from Fortune. This has swung things a little, right? They're able to recover the bomb. Marcus is going to climb out. We got bomb control. Going to go for it. Krollo's going to waver his way in. What's this going to look like? Nice kills out of Fortune. And he's going to choose to go quickly, too. Shots come out to alert the position. He's able to get some gunshots on him. Going to be able to finish the kill without the reload. As now Sage has naded it. Not able to get that nade down there. He's going to chase. This looks great timing-wise. What is this going to look like? What's he going to see? Is there any angles to look at? Not going to see anything. The timing will work out for him. London able to battle back into that one.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, after, losing those 2, the bomb drops down in plane. They manage to slide through. They get the pinch on. Honestly, a big blunder from Seattle not to hold the bottom plane push. It's one of those things that, some of these lower ranked teams, they won't think about. And it's all about that advanced kind of play. You have to know that players can drop out of those windows, hit through the bottom at any point in time. And honestly, it's on the rest of the Seattle Sloths to hold Marcus's plane there. Unfortunately for them, London, they find the crack in the armor. They manage to exploit it, and now they're going to be able to tie up the game 3-3. And honestly, this is getting closer and closer despite those 2 blow-up maps that Seattle had.
And the search and destroy has always been just mixy enough, right? And like it's showing yet again on this terminal. We are seeing clutches from both sides. We're seeing stomps from both sides, really. So just nice to see it. We're getting a great series for you guys tonight. 3-3, and this push is coming in the B side. Seattle not going quietly into that dark night, but Sage finding the first one. Trade will come back. One more for Sage. He'll get traded off, though. That's a big kill on the map. Sage is still alive, actually. Marcus is going to find one as well. This is 2-1 for the Sloths now.
10-2 from Sage, and he's still got a decent chunk of rounds to go after this one. Smoke dropping out. Crollo going to be able to get this bomb down to Pono. He slipped into the smoke. He managed to get out with his life. And I think Marcus saw which way he ran, but he's going to have to play cautious. After about 15 seconds, that intel is dead, and Pono can now be basically anywhere, but Marcus getting a little paranoid, shooting, revealing his location. He's just going to sit in this corner now. The timing comes through, and Marcus is going to be able to clean that one up with some ice.
Marcus doing those nasty things on the map one way or another. He will find the timing. He will play the cards right. And that is another huge round win out of the kid. 4-3 now for the Sloths. Each one of these rounds just juicier than the last. I mean, we have a reverse sweep on the cards with only 2 more wins. London need to battle back. It seems like it's got to come from Sage. I think he still found 2 in that round there before going down. So just doing a lot of the heavy lifting. They'll pick up that bomb. What do we see them do? They're kind of favoring this plane maybe now with the bomb carrier at least. Spread out wide. Sage needs to play his life.
It looks like we're going to be swinging back towards the B point. 2 players from Seattle going to get backed off, and Prono, he is already worked up towards the bomb. They want to throw the smoke down. They want to get Chew on the plant. Crollo with the Renetti, kind of doing the little bit of the Celium there. Now it looks like Marcus takes the Chow, manages to find one, backs off. A third of his health left. Crollo chows up, gets the second. Gonna jump out. Marcus is there for the help with the third. It's all falling apart now. Seattle are leading their way. And Sage, he's done a lot in this map, but a 4v1 would certainly be impeccable. Not gonna happen. Seattle Sloths, down from 2-0, are at match point.
Up 2 rounds, 5-3. Marcus has pulled this AR out, showing it off to everyone today. This has been a map so far. I just gotta think London feeling a little of the effects of the reverse sweep maybe now too, but have to dig deep, have to find it in them. Gotta find that kill onto Marcus, obviously. Like that is, he's got these 2 players on either side right now that are just such catalysts. Wonder what they'll do. They got a defense to rely on here, London. You can't. What did I say? You can't choke your D's here. So you gotta be able to hold it. Chew's gotta be able to find it. They're a little more aggressive on this positioning. I like this. Trophy might even just give them away, but he's gonna play this angle aggressive, just holding this hallway. Doesn't want to let Seattle in.
I honestly think in a more aggressive style here might benefit London. We've seen both of these teams, the way they play very passive on these S&D rounds. As you can see, the split set up from London, but the mounting pressure over towards B from Seattle.
Yep, Trophy's doing all the shooting for now. Shots coming out. Chew trying to hold this down. Just doesn't want to let this bomb go down for free. He's going to get the info. Didn't shoot either. That's big. Not going to see him. What's this line going to look like? Fatal find the first kill. Chew gets another big one. This bomb does go down. It'll be the 3v3 retake now. Pono's going to hop up. Needs to find something for his team, but the shots will come through from Crollo. Able to keep him aware. Chew's into the 1v3, and that'll get swung on. Seattle Sloth going to finish out your reverse sweep. Ladies and gentlemen, give some credit to the kids in chat. What a battle.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a tough loss. Map at number 1. Probably should have had it, but London play well, and they look outmatched.